Next, let us talk about what is a fair allocation of all these overheads. Now, there is a small exercise that I would like you to take up, and at the end of the exercise, you would give your understanding or meaning or method of how to divide the indirect costs. So this is a commercial property. Many of you would be familiar with this example, such as a mall or an IT park, where you have retail outlets, you have some office space which is rented out, and you have a food joints, a cafeteria of sorts. So it has three types of businesses running in the same premises, which can be one building or it can be many buildings also. It depends on place to place. So each tenant will be charged a consolidated rent, all inclusive rent, except the electricity bill, which the tenant has to pay at actuals. But everything else, such as housekeeping or AC or security and any other common expenses, are all in one. So it's one value of rent that gets agreed upon, and the tenant has to pay. Tenant means any of these businesses has to pay irrespective of whether they are using or not using the facility. So typically the indirect costs here are what is incurred by the manager of the property, which is usually a business. For example, in Hyderabad there is something called as Raheja Mindspace, or there is Brigade Group, or there are so many large property managers who DLF is one of them, who take care of everything. I mean, they don't want tenants to worry about such things. So they take care of the security, they take care of the housekeeping, cleanliness, they take care of all the utilities, air conditioning and elevators and lighting and water supply and waste disposal and everything. Then there may be some, small maintenance issues. So all those things are taken care of by the property manager, including parking, whether it is free or paid or automatic or not automatic, whatever it is. Now, all these spending is your indirect costs, and different occupants use all these the amenities in a different way. You would expect that the cafeteria would use more amount of waste disposal and maybe water supply also. Some tenants which have more footfalls, they may make use of the elevators more, where some of them may not. So it's a combination, and there are probably hundreds of businesses and they are of different types. Now, if you are the property manager and you want to fix, three different rent rates or rental agreements with these three businesses, is it three or is it four? Yeah, it's four. So one of them is a bank, which usually has a high number of footfalls. A lot of people will come and go and make use of your lift and all that. Number two is an ITES company, IT enabled services. So here you have lots of employees, but they don't keep moving up and down so much. They sit and they make use of the space that they have, but they generally may not do much else. Then there is a fast food joint, which again is frequented by people both from inside the facility as well as from outside. This fast food joint would make use of some of the amenities more. Maybe they'll use more AC, they'll use more waste disposal, maybe they may use more of parking because they may have a lot of delivery boys and a lot of other people coming and going and all that. Even the ITES company may use more parking compared to the others. And then finally an electronics goods shop. So they may not use much of the things, any of the things that mentioned. But they may insist that we want more security or some such thing. So you can make your assumptions, but what I would like you to respond is how will you divide your total cost of managing or maintaining the property, whatever the property manager spends. if you were to divide it among these 4 customers, let us say you have only 4 customers, then how will you divide? So that is the question. Please reply to this on the Moodle, and once everyone is done, if there is chance, we'll discuss further.